What's up, guys? It's Vic here, and welcome to your favorite channel, Be Relationship Dose. It's only here where we discuss in depth your relationship matters. Before we proceed, I would like to request you to subscribe, turn the notification bell, like, and share this content, and we'll be so glad. And it's absolutely free. On today's discussion, we're going to discuss about how to deal with heartbreaks. But before we proceed, I am glad to be joined by my panelists here. On my left, I have
Professor Casper.
Professor Casper.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been months before we could see each other.
Last time we did the other clip about things women do that men don't like, and then since then we've never been able to interact.
Yeah, I think I was very hungry that day.
What hungry?
Yeah. Hungry, yeah.
Oh, you okay? But we are glad that you're back here. Karibu sana. And on this side, I also have
the deep state
the deep state mwenyewe kwa mwana wa askofu. Karibu sana. Last time we were with you. These guys ganged up na wakapitisha bill ya kwamba your phone should be your own, your personal phone should be yours. Hiyo bill walivikonga wakapitisha kabisa.
It went through.
It went through. But we are glad to have you again.
I'm really happy to be part of this discussion.
Yeah. Okay, karibu sana. So guys, today as promised, we want to see how we can deal with heartbreaks. Of course, heartbreaks is inevitable for people in relationships. At one point or the other, you realize that your partner has broken you. Some of these heartbreaks lead to separation. They lead to people going separate ways. Some of them are heartbreaks that are temporary, whereby partners can, just need their time alone and then congregate again or converge again and have a discussion about the disappointments, and they move on. So these are the issues that we want to discuss today, and we are glad to have you. Let's hear your opinion on the comment box. Let's also hear your contribution, and if there's any question, you can feel free to drop it down there. We'll take it up and we'll deal with it. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So today we are going to start with trying to assess what are the possible causes of heartbreaks, so that now we can see now the areas that we can deal with after we have defined or we have checked on the possible issues or causes of heartbreaks. And I'll open it with you, Professor Casper. What could be the causes of heartbreaks?
I think one of the major causes of heartbreaks is unmet expectations. And this is a problem that begins in a relationship. Immediately a girl and a boy meet, they don't spell out what they expect from that relationship. So you find that someone will hype the expectations, and by the time they are into a relationship, you find that those expectations, what they expected, is not met. So immediately they start now feeling like there is something wrong about that relationship. Most likely they are going to be heartbroken, especially if they had had a lot of faith and trust in the process. So I think that's one major cause of heartbreaks. You don't meet the expectations. You wanted this guy, probably you saw the guy was good in bed, or maybe you thought he is good in bed. You meet him, you realize it's bogus. You thought maybe boy child, when he was sacrificing to give you money, his whole salary, and you thought he has money, and once he marries you, now that budget will be cut down because he is not going to sacrifice the whole money. You'll be like, where did the rest of the money go? and he used to give me a lot of money. Okay, so you find that such instances, how you started your relationship, will break you down. This girl was a beautiful, charming girl, well talking. You never knew that she has vulgar language. By the time you marry her, you realize she's another crooked girl. She would abuse you. She's very different from what you expect.
Now, these expectations, are they unsaid expectations, or are they things that possibly couples need to talk about them before proceeding with their engagement, so that if at a particular point then someone changes from what you expected, then it's something that you can say that they have heartbroken you, because you can have expectations back in your mind which you never talked with your partner, and then you realize that possibly this is not what I thought about.
Good. One, the expectations, number one, is the unsaid expectations. There's something you wanted from your partner, or there is some construed image or imagination you have about your partner, which you think they are, but they are not. That one is based on how they presented themselves to you. And also the second one, the second expectation, which is worse, is the expectation that a relationship is supposed to be perfect. That one is universal.
Yeah.
You find that if we go back to the traditional African society, and we look again even at the Jewish religion, if you are getting into a relationship, rule number one, the relationship is not perfect and you're not supposed to quit. Okay? Nowadays, now we have made it a norm. If they find that it's not perfect, you say like, I can move out of that relationship. So you find the expectation you drive, like, if I'm not going to get this thing the way I want, I will move out. That's where now you hear things like, I was heartbroken. Have you ever heard your grandmother saying she was heartbroken? No. They cannot say such things because their expectation was, if I get married, she was taught that in marriage things are not easy.
But while you're still at it, because I know you don't subscribe to issues of dating.
Yeah.
You are so controversial about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Now, how do you communicate expectations if you don't have a period of dating?
The problem, dating cannot solve the issue of expectation. Because dating is a certificate of, or probably it's something that was coined so that you can have time to test each other sexually. Okay?
I think you can do much on that.
It's deep state. Dating is not meant to know each other, because you will give each other what we call a staged audience. Like you
want to impress each other.
That's why now.
So you don't want to show your flaws.
That's it. Now you will not show your flaws. If you are working for a job which is paying 10,000, you will not tell this girl that I'm being paid 10,000. She will not marry you. So what you do, you sacrifice your 8,000 and tarmac with 2,000 the whole month before you give her another money.
Now, deep state, he's talking about issues of not subscribing to dating and the issue of expectation. I know at different levels couples have different expectations. As you're at the tender age, the expectations are very immature, as couples are, in terms of you just want to have a good time, maybe have sex. But as couples mature, they envisage being in a marriage and having a family. So what is the best approach to want to know the expectation of your partner?
Actually, I'm parallel to him.
Okay.
Because I think I mentioned that I dated for the longest time.
Okay.
And yes. I dated for the shortest time.
And
I
now
never dated.
You dated
I
for
did not
the shortest time.
Because-
It works
It
for
works.
you.
Yeah.
I dated for the longest time.
It works.
It works.
It worked for me.
You tested each other, it works.
Apparently,
You did
that's
test each other, it
It
works.
works, yeah.
apparently now
Yeah,
on the issue of testing,
yeah.
we never tested.
Oh.
We dated actually before me. We dated all the way from 2005.
Yeah.
And we came to marry in 2012 officially.
Okay.
Those are 7 years.
Yes,
Oh my
Wow.
God.
7 years.
Huh?
So
It's doable.
At times,
it's
what-
doable, Casper. It's
At-
doable.
at
No,
times-
That's a century.
but apparently
Yeah.
it is. I hope my wife will not be watching this. Apparently,
Yeah.
when we date,
Mm.
that energy you shift it somewhere
Okay.
because you don't want to show the person you're dating that you are ambitious to have that which he or she is keeping for you.
Yeah, especially if you're going to marry her. So
Especially
you will not be interested to test.
Yeah. You'll test it when you start.
It will be yours forever.
Yeah,
So
forever.
why-
So
why are you
why-
going to test?
Well, so to me, what I think stands out is the investments that we put in the relationship,
Okay.
because that is what in most cases brings heartbreaks. You realize that some of us, we invest emotionally too much, like ladies, they do a lot of emotional investment in this relationship. Now, when a slight thing happens, remember a slight thing
Yeah.
triggers that kind of
Yeah.
emotional investment,
Yeah.
and very quickly leads to breakup.
Okay.
With us men, we invest materially
Yeah.
and physically.
Physically. Okay.
You see? And that kind of investment, when something comes in that contradicts, then you find a second party getting hurt.
Okay.
And it depends on how the level of maturity of the couple or the parties involved. Some, if they are mature enough, they will say, hey, we need to talk.
Yeah.
And you know, for us man, if a lady tells you we need to talk, you know it is something
There's
very
something,
serious.
yeah.
So if you've reached that kind of a maturity age, then actually you will sit down and you talk. And then atakwambia, okay, this have invested in this, I've done this, but you still,
Okay.
then you come up with an issue. Yeah, with a solution to this. So it depends, how much have you invested in this kind of a relationship?
Okay.
And some of us are very cunning. We live, we have to I can say we have courted a kind of a relationship,
Yeah.
that which you want people to see, which is
The outside
different
world.
from
Yeah.
the reality,
Yeah.
the real life.
Called mirror image.
Yeah. So if you have that kind of a coated, then it's dangerous for you, because if this person realizes that you're not doing it, you're not giving it your whole,
Yeah.
then it means this person will be like heartbroken. Now the issues are, how do we deal with this? Because it's all about the investment.
Yeah.
Some people sorry to say, Corona
Yeah.
Corona came in,
Yeah.
and now men, we were forced to struggle with chicken getting into our houses as early as
possible,
as 6.
Yeah.
And some of us, we are subjected to staying in the houses and working
Yeah.
from home.
Yeah.
Remember, that is the time now some couples got to know, kumbe I'm living with this kind of
with this animal.
Now what is this? Some of us, we even don't know how our women look like before they put off the makeup. Now I have always invested in you, thinking that is you the reality, kumbe without making you are somebody different. So it depends on how these things, the whole of it, the package of that relationship has been put. Yeah.
So ideally, what you're saying here is, for example, a couple that is destined to marriage, to start staying together, because a wedding and marriage are two different things apparently. Ideally, you should sit down, have a plan on how long to date, when the two of you are ready to get into that marriage, and what are your contributions and what are my contributions. Those are the kind of expectations I'm trying to envisage, or exactly what is this that you're supposed to talk about. Like, are we talking about expectation? You talked about that expectation. Is it that, am I expecting to have a man who drives a car? You know, ladies come up with very awkward, budgets.
They're staying in a slum and they want somebody with a...
Chiri, one thing that I always tell people, that in this whole scenario of dating and union, there is no standard parameter. Some people will say, I'll give it 6 months. Some people will say, I'll give it 2 months.
1 day, 2 hours.
Some people, you just meet up.
And you marry.
You marry.
Like Isaac.
But like Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac in the Bible did not date. Did you
so you're emulating Isaac in the Bible?
But John and Mary, they dated.
John and Mary dated.
But apparently John wanted to live
and
Mary
you see what
secretly.
you see what happened to John when Joseph, when he was dating Mary. Alikuja bibi akapatikana na mimi.
Kona board.
Yeah, so
that
was initiated by God. We cannot argue about
no, I mean, I think it's easier said than done. Suppose now your fiancé, you realize that akona bola kuja kuambia ni ya God. How? It's so hard. And actually Joseph, the Bible says that Joseph purported to to leave Mary secretly.
Hata watu wasijue they were dating. So that's why I'm saying.
This leads me to the next point. Secrets is another cause of heartbreaks.
Of course, you see, that's what I wanted to tell you. When you marry someone who is not your friend, but your boyfriend or your girlfriend, I don't know whether I'm understood there. A friend is a person you don't hide your character from. Okay? You see, your wife can be your wife and not your friend. Because there are things you will hide from her. Once she knows about them, you will be at a different gear. But your friend will know all your dirty things. Okay? And will not care. And you will creak because you understand each other.
And they'll also try to conceal all the secrets. They won't reveal to anyone.
But apparently there is something here that we need to understand. In African culture, the first to make the move is a man.
But nowadays, ladies.
But nowadays, we have a very extraordinary society. But you see, in that scenario, you realize that I will take my good time to find out, to look after this lady without her knowing that I'm doing my own investigation. Unaona? So in this case, nitapata almost 60% of what I want from a lady or from her without her knowing. Now when I bring her on board, then I will just look for a few elements like 1 or 2. So that used to give dating a very good platform that led to marriage at that time. But Okay, like back at home, we also had some form of dating where we had a go-between. I don't know. How do you,
Yeah, go between.
What the fuck is that?
Go between. You see, if I know your taste, I'll get a girl
for you.
for you. Actually, that one it used to be done by aunties.
Aunties,
and,
no,
when your parents, they look at a girl, they monitor the girl, and see how she's hardworking, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden you're told, you know what, go to a certain boma, get a girl there. They help you.
They even connect you.
They connect you.
Or they send the lady to a relative who stays closer to where you are.
No, sasa aji-expose.
Ndio sasa you get it easier to pass it.
So now the problem is those secrets are you don't want to expose your dirty part or your dark side, because every person has their dark side. So once you hide that, what you expose is your good side. But the problem is you cannot hide who you are
forever.
So immediately you bring this person in, and now you start staying together to the level of suiting. You can suit when she's there, but when you are dating, you don't suit. Are we together? In Kiswahili tunasema kunyamba. So kuna mahali inafika sasa
you become free. So
but you see, when you are dating, you cannot do that.
Actually
you hide it.
Actually, you see, we always encourage, because mostly we marry in urban areas, towns, but we encourage that at some point in time, after you've had nice moment with your wife, with your husband, send her to the village and let her stay there for a couple of weeks before she comes in. You see, that one, our people were saying that if you send her, then there are those
shows,
and not even shows, the intruders, they will come in. They will give the lady the information about that you could not give general information. Now
of who you are,
your family, and all that. Now when she comes,
information like, let us see whether you will stay. The other two,
are you the first?
Is that a warning you're given?
No, it's just information they are passing that you are not the first one.
And even the ladies themselves, they would push you that, please take me home. I just want to go relax my
smartly,
so that they get information that you could not tell verbally. So at this time, if that lady perseveres the all of those information, kwa sababu kuna wale ambao watamkatia majirani nini akirudi na kae, ujue atakuwa develop that shock absorber of accommodating you in her life.
Guys, it's getting heated up here. We are taking a short break. We'll be back in a few seconds. Welcome back, viewers. This is the second segment of the topic, how to deal with heartbreaks. We are continuing this discussion. Ensure that you comment, like, subscribe. Now, number 2, let's talk about secrets and how secrets can lead to heartbreaks. Professor.
Yeah. Another aspect I wanted to speak about secrets, deep state, is what if this person has had a hidden life before you came together? Okay, so you met this person, probably she was married, she doesn't talk about it, because if she says it, you will not marry her. Okay, or maybe you might not choose to go into that.
Probably she has kids.
Yeah, she has kids. All her kid, she will hide and tell you, know what, I don't have a kid, and secretly will bring her as mtoto wa dadangu, unaona?
Or probably
Into
you're
that
married,
relationship.
as a man you're married and
Yeah.
you're busy
Yeah.
seducing another lady.
No, there's no problem in
telling her
seducing
that
another
you're
lady. You say you're
there's
single.
no problem, but the problem comes in when you don't
You
talk.
say when you say
Then
you are
you're
single, okay?
Yeah.
Or,
you don't
or
say-
even men, we have kids outside,
Outside,
but we
and
don't
we don't
tell
tell our partners.
yeah,
Yeah.
our partners.
I had a case whereby a lady has been married for 15 years
Yeah.
as a second wife,
Yeah.
and she
Without
doesn't.
knowing.
So
Yeah.
long.
Okay. You see, the man was very smart. He was like,
I
no,
think he was.
I work in Nakuru, so from Thursday to Friday,
Yeah.
I'm going to Nakuru, and then I will be coming on Monday.
Yeah.
And the first wife knows that from Monday
Mhm.
to Wednesday, the husband has outside job somewhere. Okay, these are secrets. So the day you will come and know that your partner was hiding this stuff from you, I think that's one of the major heartbreaks that can make
But this
you
lady must
send
have
this
been
person.
weak in somewhere. 15 years.
Yeah.
No, you cannot know, Mike. Men are very smart than
Yeah.
ladies.
Especially if maybe he's the kind of man who travels a lot.
Mm.
Maybe he's a driver, or he just does.
You
won't
15
know.
years is such a long time.
It's a
Because
long time.
You cannot know. You see, the problem we have with the current generation of ladies, they don't want to visit what you are telling us earlier in the interview,
Yeah.
that you go to your husband's place for 2 weeks
Mhm.
to know things you did not
You did
want
not
to
know.
know.
Yeah.
Some of them, you tell them, let us go, they don't want. They
So-
say, you do not marry me to take me to the
So,
road.
Casper, now, so that we become proactive in this talk,
Mm.
how do you strike a balance, deep state, between not hiding anything and also ensuring that the moment you tell your partner the truth, they won't leave you? There are those who, when you tell them the truth, they'll appreciate that, like, wow, she's been honest with me, I think this is the kind of person I want. And there are those kind of people whom, when you tell them the truth, they are like, no, I didn't want such kind of a woman or a man in my life. Like, for instance, if a woman tells you that she has a kid and you didn't envisage marrying a woman with a kid, how do you strike a balance between not telling the truth or telling the truth and ensuring that you don't also jeopardize this relationship, so that your probable husband, your future husband, doesn't leave you?
Actually, what I advocate for
Yeah.
is nothing other than the truth. Because you either spoil it from the onset
Okay.
than waiting
Until,
to get spoiled after 15 years.
Yeah.
Like nyungu,
I think
nyungu ni vizuri
that's
ipasukie kwa mto
Yes.
kuliko
Kuliko
ubebe
ubebe,
maji
ukifika
umechoka
kwa
kufika
gate,
kwa mlango ndio
ndio
inapasuka.
Ndio inapasuka.
Okay.
So, better tell your dark stories
Yeah.
to this lady or to this man
Yeah.
early enough,
Okay.
so that she can make a decision.
Mhm.
Am I going to accommodate all this?
Mhm.
It is too much. And actually, by telling her or him, you have also given that party time to digest
Yeah.
and to absorb
Mhm.
and to compare
Mm.
and to see
Yeah.
the balance.
Yeah.
Yes, you have this dark side.
Mm.
Yeye pia atajihoji
Yeah.
atasema kweli hata mimi
But
niko
I'm also
na
human.
Mm.
Yeah.
this
I have
dark
my own
side.
things, Yeah.
she can also open up
Yeah.
and tells you
Mm.
her darker side,
Yeah.
and then from there you start to build up on the relationship, knowing that okay, that was in the past. Now we are here to build our future together.
The fear is deep state.
Yeah.
If I tell you who I am,
Yeah.
you can use that as a weapon in future
Mhm.
to start knocking me down.
That's not maturity now.
Yeah, no, that's what most people fear, because if you tell your partner that your body count is 100, do you think this person will trust you? Okay, once you are in a relationship and you are in a marriage, they'll be like, anytime they see you with a girl, they'll be like, are you adding another body count?
Yeah.
Because they will not trust that you are, you see.
because
So sometimes
your
you
background
hide
speaks
some
for you.
things
Yeah.
to avoid some eventualities.
Now, viewers, It is very paramount. Dr. T told me paramount is higher than important. It is paramount that you tell your fiancé everything
From the onset.
No, not everything.
No, it's everything.
The necessary.
What is the necessary?
That necessary, the unnecessary might lead to the heartbreak that
Yes.
you're talking about.
Yes.
You see,
You see, when I tell you from the onset, that is not heartbreak.
Yes.
I'm
telling you I am.
not
I'm telling you I am.
and I still
You
have
accept
options.
me. The
My
way I am.
argument is this deep state. Tell them what you know people will tell her. Don't tell her or
Can I tell you something?
things.
No, just say everything.
Prof, can I tell you something? Right now, suppose you want to go uwanie kiti cha ubunge huko nyumbani labda huko ama MCA. That is the time you will know.
People know you.
People will know you more than you know yourself.
You know yourself.
You see, they will even tell you the mistake that your great grandfather did, and yote and will spoil your vote. So better your votes zianze kuharibika wakati unataka kusimama, ndio ujue uta counteract vipi kuliko kufanya nini, kungoja mpaka that time when it will be so late.
You see the problem deep state is this. Lack of trust is a major issue that brings about heartbreaks. Okay, actually that's once somebody has lost trust in you, they will just automatically not they will be heartbroken. So you can tell them and they quit earlier. The problem, there are some who will subscribe. Okay, they say
Withhold,
and they withhold that thing,
against
use
you.
it against you.
But of course, that's what they
So
do.
now they usually say Paul is Paul is a philosopher, and he did a lot of he was learned. When he told
Actually,
us
he was
that,
a lawyer.
he told us this: women are weak vessels. You as men, when you stay with them, stay using wisdom. Don't stay with them just like that. So that's why you find Abraham asked, "Is this your wife?" No, she's my sister. Because he saw his life is very important than a king taking this lady and sleeping with her.
Viewers, I told you Professor Casper is very controversial. Tell your partner everything before you continue, so that ukikuja kuambia uko na mtoto, you don't get that with surprise.
Si ndio hiyo sasa nimesema necessary.
Necessary.
Not everything but necessary. You know there are some girlfriends ulikuwa na wao na watu hawajui. It was one night stand somewhere. You cannot say something.
So you cannot count 15. This is the
Those are
19.
concubines.
No, if they were 15, just tell her there are 3.
But you see,
Nilikuwa na watatu.
that's why I'm saying no. What you should even say you had none is because you know at the back of your mind you've had several of them, but at the same time the fact still remains.
If you had married, that one is known in the community. You should tell them early. If you have a wife, it is known. Tell her. But something you know no one knows.
Keep it.
Keep it to yourself. Well, tell her.
It's getting heated up here. Let's move on. Let's talk about cheating as a cause of heartbreak briefly. Because cheating is brought about by many issues. Possibly if you are in engagement and you realize that, of course, religiously you're not supposed to have sex until you wed, and then you realize possibly as you pretending to be loyal, waiting for the wedding, maybe the man is testing other girls, or even in marriage, you find that people are in marriage but they are busy having concubines and sleeping around, and this is a very crucial issue when it comes to issues of heartbreak. Let's have a discussion around that. What's your input?
Oh, wow. This is actually it is a very complicated one because it has I don't know a proper approach, but cheating in itself is the major betrayal that we've ever had in our relationships, and
especially in men being cheated on.
Men being cheated on. And,
Yeah, it's men who get cheated on.
Okay, I know Professor will argue from that angle, but I see cheating applies to both.
Men don't cheat.
Okay.
Yeah, men don't cheat.
We are naturally conquerors.
Yeah. You're supposed to conquer. You don't cheat.
So cheating, because I had said that it depends on how much we have invested in this. You know, investment, like we men, we invest materially. We our money, energy, security,
your resources, everything.
But then, when you realize that now this person you have invested in this, and then some other person also
is benefiting
from your investment, you will not be happy. You will be heartbroken. But then at the end of the day, biblically cheating is not allowed because it leads to breakage of the family. So me, I would advocate that in as much as Paul said, what is willing and the body is weak.
The heart is willing and the body is weak.
The body is weak.
Yeah.
Deep State, I want to ask you a question. As you have grown, have you ever heard your grandfather complaining about cheating?
No, those people, they were subjected to a very difficult kind of life.
No, it was so bureaucratic.
Actually,
that was polygamy. With them, they were allowed to have as many wives as he could sustain.
Listen. I studied some history of the Luo culture, for instance, which somehow resembles to the Kisi and most of African community. So you find when you build a house as a man, yours is in the middle. Okay? Your wives, they build around you. Okay? Then look at the doors. Where do they face? They face the heart. And then the drishas, the windows, they will be out. So when a man comes into the compound, you make noise. So that if there is someone who was helping you to do some chores,
they go out through the window.
They go out through the window and disappear. Okay? Why did I tell you this? It was expected in the traditional African society that the 11th commandment is, thou shalt not be caught. They expected that. Okay?
I've never heard of that.
Thou shalt not be caught.
Do whatever you want to do, but let you not be caught.
But
so
in some communities like the Maasai, theirs were official, such that they only use a spear. Then they...
you just put a spear.
Somebody is there.
So they expected you. Are you seeing now what I'm telling you? Expectation. But come to the modern society.
And that is
they are talking about cheating because they expect you to belong to them.
And that is why I think, because you see, most African setup, they are patriarchal societies. And I think for me they are subjective and they favor a man so much than a woman. And that is why I don't really subscribe to.
But even from the Bible,
it's men who are supposed to
there was this lady who was caught, and she was taken to Jesus.
And she was the only one who was brought.
She was the
where was the man?
You see the problem. God Himself is a male chauvinist. Women were created for men, not the other way around. Like they are supposed to serve men. So when you see the laws that God set Himself in the book of Leviticus, He gave a man power to make a divorce, not the woman. Woman is not supposed to divorce you. You are the one to divorce the woman. And once you suffer with the rate of divorce,
I've seen the lady, the woman, the wife of Job has filed a divorce.
That's now against even the Bible. Now, secondly, if a woman was caught doing adultery, she was supposed to be stoned.
The man.
And the man, the man you're supposed to marry, if you get that ready, for instance, you break virginity of a girl, you are told to marry her. But if you are caught doing adultery, I think you are ulikuwa unafungwa jiwe, unaenda unarushwa ndani ya maji.
Those are mosaic laws.
Unaona hizo mosaic laws. But ukiziangalia, unaona they were making some sense.
Yeah.
For a man to come and, unajua, a man, when you approach msichana.
Yeah.
And I subscribe to Dr. Oti's philosophy that men should not be victimized because they only ask. A woman is the one who will accept the proposal.
So there is an offer.
But nowadays it's contrary.
You cannot force them.
Nowadays it's
Now
contrary.
they
They are the one that initiate the whole conversation.
They ask you accept.
No.
Look at your DM. Look at your DM and tell me.
Yes.
What is happening in your DM?
Okay, listen. You see, a woman is traditional or patriarchal. If we look at the patriarchal societies, it's you are supposed to ask a woman, could you please give me? She says yes or no. But if you are caught raping her, that's a different case. I'm together.
Yeah.
If she said no but you forced her, that's a different case. But if she has removed herself, she has brought herself. She has given herself. So if she's caught, she's supposed to be beaten, not you. Where will you raise her to?
There was a situation that sometimes back that if you kind of ask a woman, they are no used to be yes.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't want.
They don't want, but they want.
Let me ask you, as an HR,
Yeah.
if I go, I come to a bank and ask a teller, can you give me 100,000 shillings? He gives me the 100,000 and I walk away. Who is supposed to pay that compensation?
Now let me tell you. Now you've asked my area of profession. Under the penal code, there are 4 kinds of offenders. The first one is the if you're talking about stealing, is the first person who steals. The second kind of offender is a person whose act necessitates you stealing. The third offender is the person who aids you. Not her act, but he literally assists you to steal. And the fourth offender is a person who hires a person to go and steal. So you're asking me if this waiter or this teller gives you money. I'll categorize the teller under the second offender.
That's
the second offender.
So you will punish the teller.
So I'll punish the thief if he gets caught and the teller, because his act, he would have interrogated this guy much to know why is he taking the money and everything.
I asked. I did not steal. I asked, can you give
Still,
me
he
money?
will fall under category 2 of
You see now that's why.
And that is why I'm saying, you see, for every cheating woman, there is a man.
That's it.
You cannot
cheat alone.
You cannot cheat alone.
That's why we need to get
and it
rid
so
of.
happens that possibly the two of you are married. So why is it that she's cheating but you're not cheating your husband, your wife? I think cheating applies to you, to your partner, whether he's a woman or a man. So long as you have, for instance, you have a wife, you see out another girl, you cheating your wife. If that girl has a boyfriend, let me finish. If that girl has a boyfriend, and
she's cheating her boyfriend,
she's cheating her boyfriend with you. So for me, cheating is both ways. There's no
the
issue that
problem is,
a man should be allowed and a woman is the one who
you
should
see,
be subjected
to me, I'm trying to get another candidate of being a wife. I'm not cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, but that lady would be cheating if he has a boyfriend.
But let your wife know that you're in the process of getting another candidate.
Now,
why should you inform her?
No, you should inform her so that it doesn't appear like you're cheating.
Actually, in the traditional setup,
you should not inform her.
It was the first. It was the first wife who will initiate the process of bringing the Mikai to bring the second. Actually, she would even go to the family of that lady.
They should not be doing that. Why are they giving us a lot of headache?
Even the Muslim, they have that thing of marrying up to 4. But you don't just come with a woman. you have to involve the first wife or the second wife
The
in the
problem-
process.
The problem
if she
is
feels-
if you tell
You must have a reason why you are bringing it.
if you
know.
tell her,
No.
you don't have a reason. You don't have a reason.
The body is willing, but the soul.
The Bible does not say us we give reasons why you are going to bring another woman.
We are not getting anywhere with this discussion, guys. Let's proceed. Now, what are the right avenues of discussing misunderstanding? Because misunderstanding, they breed to heartbreaks. In audit, we say there are things that we call non-conformities. Non-conformities, if they are not taken care of, they may affect the process, the business process, to an extent that even the business may close. Now, I'm taking these misunderstandings as non-conformities in relationships. What are the right avenues that we should discuss these little things so that they don't escalate to heartbreaks?
Let me just intervene.
Okay.
Initiating a discussion between the two of you is the only way.
Okay.
We are nowadays making a great mistake that Prof have issues with the wife.
Okay.
Perhaps Prof does not know about the issue, but the wife knows about the issue. But you will realize that the wife will bypass Prof and run to the pastor.
Okay.
And the pastor knows almost everything about what is happening in your house,
which you don't know.
which you don't know. Now, when if this issue is brought back to Prof, that is a betrayal of the highest order, because Prof hajui, he should have known, they should have discussed, na wafel ndio hii kitu iende kwa pastor. So to me, I have a feeling that before you run to the third party, have you discussed and have you exercised your limits? Mpaka meshindwa.
Okay.
I really discourage the issue of running to pastors or running to the whatever they are called.
You should have enough maturity to discuss your issue.
First of all, regardless of the situation, regardless of the environment at hand at the moment, whether hostile or what, initiate it.
All right.
Talk about it. Yell about it between the two of you. And then when
but don't
you
stab each
are
other.
no, you should not.
Okay.
You should not. Ladies, for example, they are prone to yelling and crying. Let her cry, let her yell, but the message is passed to Prof.
Okay. And don't be abusive.
Don't be abusive. Yelling does not mean you are abusive.
There are ladies who become abusive when you try to sort some issues. So instead of maybe listening and you talk like grown-ups, they start hurrying insults.
What I'm telling ladies,
and that is where men now.
What I'm telling ladies, know your position. You are for free. Know your position in that. You are a woman. You are a woman.
The Bible says a wise woman build
a house. A
so,
foolish one.
So you see,
brings it down.
You see, deep state. That thing comes down to submission. Most women nowadays, they don't understand what submission is, and that's why we cannot resolve our misunderstanding.
You told me, get me a lady, tell them to tell you what the name of their husband is. They say in Kiswahili, Bwanangu. Tell them to tell that in
my
English,
lord.
My lord. They'll never tell you.
Am I worshiping you? Yes, you're supposed to worship your husband. So the thing is, if she understands,
this discussion is biased.
No, if she understands her place in the family, which is that she's a woman and you know you're a husband, she will politely, under submission, ask. You see, she's like a church to God. You cannot go commanding God that, God come here, sit here. I want us to talk. No. There is a way your wife or your partner
Yeah.
can come and maybe try to sweet talk you, my husband, there is something that happened, I think we should resolve it.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, the way the approach itself will give you room for you to sit and discuss.
But suppose it's you who's on the wrong side, would you also submit and
No,
take yourself to the level of saying
no, a man is not supposed to submit. Submission is for women.
No, you see, there are different kinds of submission. If you've done something wrong, I'm not saying that you.
A man should say what
actually,
what what should
happen?
Okay.
What should happen?
Yes.
Submission, actually. I'm not a chauvinist.
Okay.
But submission in itself is to the woman.
Okay.
I want to give you an example. I like relating with the whole stories to give example. I want to give you an example with my grandfather. My grandfather was an animal. My grandfather akisha toka huko nje na kuja kama anaimba, yani amelewa.
Yes. Alikuwa ule mwenye wakilewa anaenda akiongea kwa mtu.
Anaenda akiimba. Unajua akiimba sasa nyinyi mnachukua position zenu.
Usiku mtu anaongea tu akiongea.
Unachukua position zako. And then he was I've said he was an animal. Alikuwa anagonga nyanya yangu na rungu. Hata nyanya alijua rungu zake za kugongwa zinawekwa wapi. You see? But my grandmother knew how to tame this mzee. Akikuja, she could not actually bring an issue when he was drunk or when he was high. When mzee comes, kwanza nauliza ng'ombe, mbona mnafanya nini? Unajua ameshavuruga. Alafu anaingia nyumbani pole. Akishaingia anapewa uji. Analetewa hiyo pole. Baadaye ndio sasa anaambiwa the issues we had this and in a tone that will
show that you are meek.
Even says a polite answer punches the rat.
So that is a concept that if our current ladies can adopt, not like it used to happen, but just being low and know how to pass the message, know how to approach your man. Because actually it's like when you want everything from you, it's demand. Then we will not be on the same platform.
I was fake. When God realized that he made a mistake for creating Eve for Adam, when Adam was like, it is this woman that you gave me. Did he apologize? I'm sorry.
But God didn't really make a mistake.
As the way Adam was saying, it's like God made a mistake.
No, Adam was just accusing God.
He was right because he never said that I want a wife.
Prof,
it is God.
That one I will not agree.
Wait a moment.
Adam realized he was alone. Animals were two, and then he felt the loneliness. Then
Adam did
realize.
Wait. Adam did not realize. It is God who said.
That time when Adam was
told, is not good.
Give the no. Remember, Adam was given a mandate
to give
the names to the animals.
Then
the animals were two.
Akupata suitable sweeter.
I will bring a discussion about that verse in the book of Genesis chapter 1. We talk about it. The tip state. When you've been heartbroken, what is the right way to deal with it?
Engage.
Okay.
Engage in the first, to me, try to be busy. And I would advise that if you're somebody who likes sport, do a lot of sport, do a lot of exercise, just to offload your mind and your body so that you get relaxed. Yes. And also you can seek for mental therapy from the expert And this expert, you also need to be very careful, because we've seen a lot of them, many of them have also taken advantage of the situation. And also, you know, you need a shoulder to lean on. Find a true friend.
Having a close friend is very
A true friend, not a close. Not all close friends are true friends. Look for a true friend.
That's paramount.
That we, the person you can trust with your problems, with your worries, with your secrets.
Okay.
You know, they say a problem shared is half solved, but you cannot share all your problems with everybody. So there is this person, if you share, you will just sit on it, and you will not hear it from anybody. But with you, you will have released yourself, bit of it from the stress of the heartbreak. And more especially with us men, we have this kind of a challenge that we tend to sit on our problems, thinking that we are strong enough to handle and to digest, thinking that we have very well-built shock absorbers, while it's relative. That's not the truth. Our female gender, with them, they are trying to overcome this, because any little thing they shed tears, they yell, they do what?
Men tears drop down the stomach.
Yes, but with us, we tend to be strong. We don't want to cry. We don't want to show that we are affected. No, it's a weakness on us. So we need really to. I need to get Prof somewhere and share my worries with the Prof. After that, Prof will not have done much, but now I will have released myself.
Released yourself.
Okay. What do you think, Professor?
One thing, it's two-faced, according to me. First of all, if you want to deal better with heartbreaks, expect the worst from your partner. Don't see him as an angel. Don't see her as an angel. Expect that I'm living with a devil. So that day that devil will come out, you will.
The brooding period.
You will find that you are prepared for the occurrence. So it will not come as a surprise. It will be like, okay, I expected this. Now that you are in it,
so it won't affect you that
much.
It
won't have that much effect, because you will not be attached.
But Prof, that kind of preparation you can only do if you begin to see signals. You know.
You see, it's like this. We don't expect people. We know people will die, but we don't know when.
Yeah.
Okay. However, at some point, there is a person, if he or she falls sick for a long period, people will start expecting it. They will be like, this person is going to die. The same with when you are old age. They will now be asking, when are you going to die? It's not if you are going to die. Okay? So if you die, after that expectation, you find even your partner, all your children or whatever, they had anticipated it. The way they will get it is different from when
they won't have much shock.
Shock will be like, you were okay. We spoke with Deep State in the morning. What happened? You know, that shock can even kill somebody if it comes abrupt. But if you had prepared yourself in advance that this might happen, there's one thing that it will save you. You will, first of all, lack attachment to that person, because what brings about disappointment, that heartbreak, is attachment. You had a lot of faith in this person.
But isn't that the intention of your relationship?
No, you should not be attached to your partner. You are just.
Remember, you told us initially that you have to make this person your close friend.
No, it's your friend, but not attachment. It's
your friend. But how is it going to work if there is no kind of such kind of attachment? I'm going to live with a stranger.
Unless it's a pretense.
No, not pretense. Living true to each other. True to each other. When you are friends, it means you are not attached, but you are friends. Okay? that I don't know. Let me call it this.
Me trying to
You are
struggle
not.
hard how to understand.
You are not attached emotionally to this person. You are
Then
like,
how are you going to be submissive
sub-
if you are a lady?
no,
you don't have that kind
you
of
should be
attachment?
submissive not through attachment, through submission and respect to this
To
person.
the word of God, not
Not word of God. Respect to this person. This is a person you are married to.
okay.
You are supposed to give kids, okay? You live together.
And still don't get attached.
Don't get attached to this person. Immediately you get attached to this
That's
person,
so
my
hard.
friend, you will be heartbroken.
That's right.
That's preparing yourself. But what if you are not prepared? Now
I think
you
until
get it.
until
I disagree with you.
until your character developed, I mean, you should get attached to your person.
No. Personally, I don't get attached to relationships. Okay?
Prof,
And I advise people
No.
don't get attached. Have relationships, but don't invest emotionally
no,
in those
Prof.
relationships.
Let me just ask you.
Yes, deep state.
Prof, have you ever been heartbroken?
Of course. When I was my first girlfriend.
So you.
Since I learned a lesson.
You see what is happening with
Yeah.
Prof.
Yeah.
Prof is giving us
I'm tempted
out
to
of
ask you about the count.
out of the experience that
Yeah.
he got
Yeah.
from the last relationship.
He's applying that.
He's applying that.
to every relationship.
Let
Now
get-
his subsequent partners suffered the experience of the.
No, listen. If you cannot learn from history, then you are a fool.
Yeah.
This history is supposed to teach you something.
Okay.
So if you get attached too much to your partner, the problem is attachment brings it comes as a result of having too much faith into that person. Like this person cannot.
and even attachment brings develop that strong bond and
Bonds.
feelings.
Strong
Because I
bond
cannot
and
live
feelings.
with somebody
Yeah. Whom you're
And
not attached.
I don't have a feeling. for.
No. Remove. In fact, relationships should not have feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, you should not
These are
have
new
feelings.
We're just dogs. We're just waiting
This
for
is a new
the
concept.
smell. Then we follow. You see,
Just say.
no, we are just dogs waiting for the smell. Then we follow. Then he hit back.
No, Mike, get me well. Relationships should not have feelings. And I can support my point.
Support it, please.
If you get a girl, you have had things like one night stand. When did you develop feelings with that girl?
No, not
You
strings
get
attached.
you get a prostitute. You will
But-
sleep with her.
But that
Very
one,
well.
that's a different scenario
So
because
now
Yeah.
that
we are
means
talking about
naturally.
somebody we are
This
in
is
a
more
relationship
commercial,
with.
actually.
Wait, that means naturally you can function without feelings.
No,
We are not robots.
we are not robots.
No, you can function like if it's having sex, you can have it without feelings. Actually, and satisfy her very well and get out of that. Because immediately you get, if these ladies realize, or if your man realizes that you are attached, if a man realizes that this woman is attached to me, she cannot live without me, or if the lady realizes that my partner is attached to me, hawezi ishi bila mimi, they will torment
They
you.
manipulate you.
They will start manipulating you.
Let me just ask.
So you are not supposed
For
to
the
be
purpose
attached.
of getting to know this,
Yes.
because now Prof is confusing me
Completely.
completely.
Yes.
I do. Prof,
Yes.
heartbreaking.
Mm.
Does it only come
Mm.
in form of people who are staying together, like a man and a woman?
In mostly, a man and a woman, all people who have been in a relationship for a long period.
So you cannot heartbreak me, you as your friend. I cannot get a heartbreak out of our
No, you
friendship.
can.
Friendship, we can, especially if you do something to me that I never expected. Like I
From
have
you.
faith in you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying friendships, relationships should not be built on emotional attachment and expectation.
Now that's what.
Expect the worst from your friend.
Okay.
You can do the
Now
worst.
you
from
should have made
Specified.
it specific, because now we were focusing on family-based relationship.
Yes. And here you are telling us you shouldn't get attached to us.
No, you should not get attached.
Even my
to-
wife.
Yeah, that's it.
I think
Do you
that's
know
so
your
hard.
I will send you to hell.
No, wait.
I think that's so hard.
It is so hard.
How can
No,
you live with a person? This person you live for the rest of your life with, if there is no death, and then you're telling me not to get attached to
Well,
him.
listen. Go check.
The attraction itself.
Yeah.
The attraction of I
Yeah.
want her close.
Yes.
You see, going back to her every evening.
I want to give you an assignment.
Yes.
Go to one community in Kenya, the Kikuyu billionaires. See if their wives cook for them. They don't. Ask them why. They tell you, I don't trust her. That's the wife. Because they have money, they prefer they can cook for themselves. They think this wife can kill me for the property that I have. You know, these people we bring as marriage partners, they are there to help you get kids and squander the money you make. There's nothing that brings them to your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing you, Professor Casper, the controversial one. What is the next thing that partners should do when they are heartbroken?
So if you are heartbroken, now, and you did not know that actually this is you did not expect it. Now, you had not prepared yourself.
Yeah.
First of all, you should accept that that thing has happened.
Okay.
Number two, you cannot do nothing about it.
Yeah, it already happened.
It has already happened. So once you accept it has happened, and you cannot do anything about it, then you come to better the devil you know than an angel you don't know. So ask this partner, what else can I expect from you that which can heartbreak me, so that I prepare myself earlier.
So now I will tell you, expect the worst.
this was just by the beginning.
Yeah, now you will expect the worst.
All right, the devil is coming.
You are on medicine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you move out of that relationship and probably go to heal, you will not heal.
Right.
You will get now the grandfather of the devil outside there.
The flashback.
So you're not advising people to move on to
no. Let me give you a scenario.
Yeah.
There's a lady who approached me over an issue about marriage, and I told her, listen, this is a person you have stayed with for many years, and he has other relationship, you're heartbroken, I understand. But this is the best person you can live with.
Okay.
The lady was like, no, you are crazy. I cannot live with this man. I was like, it's okay, now do what you want. So the lady thought that if he will get an angel outside there, and yet she's going for a natural man. What happened? She got a man who promised her heaven and gave her hell.
Okay.
And she was like, better the devil. The one professor told me.
But Professor, can you live?
So
Can you live with a lady or a woman who wants to poison you?
Poison me. And what does the Bible tell us about poison?
You shall take poison, it shall not harm you.
It shall not harm you. Yeah, tell her I'm prepared. You just put even poison. It will not harm me.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name. She will walk out of that marriage.
Hallelujah.
Don't push her away.
I'll put our M-Pesa number down there. These people are becoming so religious now.
Yeah, so you see, where did you learn
So
that?
In that case, you will not disown her. You will just let her
Don't disown her. This is your wife, a mother to your
and
kids.
she wants to poison you.
No, if she wants to poison you, it's within God's plan.
You'll die out of love.
Yeah, you will die out of love. In fact, now that you will become somebody who is very loving. Okay?
Like
there is no test that can be brought into your life that you cannot overcome.
Hallelujah.
And overcoming it does not mean quitting it.
God will
you see,
create
those
a way.
people who quit from the relationship, they think that they are winning the war. You are not winning the war by quitting.
But don't you think at times it's important to have some time alone? To internalize, to...
So it's okay, just take a vacation.
Okay.
Give them enough resources. Tell your wife you know.
But I think you're
let me get some vacation.
I think you're
and come back.
misadvising us to some extent. I think it depends with the kind of relationship the extent and how toxic this relationship you're in. Because there's no need of you dying because you want to stick to one person. Listen, life is very exorbitant. It's very important than just a stranger you met when you already adults and you die for this stranger because you just want to stick there. If it's not working, it's not working.
Listen.
Have your time. You listen first. Have your time, heal, and then look for another man and continue.
Or a woman.
That is what. Or
But
a woman.
the thing is this, I usually say this. Under the Kenyan law, and even the Bible to some extent, you have only 2 grounds at which you can leave your partner.
Okay.
Unfaithfulness.
And chastity.
And what we call violence. So
biblically, I talks about
unfaithfulness, of which it was not so from the beginning.
All right.
If you ask the teacher himself. So,
okay.
But because of your hard hearts, you don't want to listen what professor is telling you that you should be so you can be allowed to do that.
Okay.
So, the only person I advise to quit a relationship, if the relationship is violent.
Okay.
If this person is violent.
And you see, violence can be in form of mangumi and can be in form of what he's asking for.
Poison. Poison
that person wants to kill you.
Poison is something you don't know. Somebody cannot tell you that I'm on. Actually, if my wife tells me that she's going to poison me, I will quit.
She cannot tell you. Maybe a friend of yours or maybe a neighbor saw her buying poison and
you wake up in the middle of the night no pata akona nyundo amekushikia anakuangalia na
no, the thing is, what does faith do? That's where now we use faith.
And you're telling us not to subscribe to that?
Don't
Professor!
Don't quit. You see, I'm saying, if you find her, na hiyo, me kama my wife nimpate na nyundo, I'll be like, okay, you're crazy. I'm not going to, we're not sending her away from your marriage. What are you trying to
give him the cheek, you give her the cheek.
Give him the other side. Mwambie, if you want to kill me, just kill me quick.
Are you in a position to do that?
I won't.
Yeah, I can do that. Because listen, if she really wants to kill you, there is no way you can stop her. By quitting that relationship or sending her away, she will still kill you.
No, the moment you realize
she will still kill you. She can hire thugs to kill you. If she wants to kill you, Angalia, our host, if this woman wants to kill you, or if this man has that intention of killing you, they will kill you even when you are outside that marriage.
But
what's your opinion? Because now he's talking too much and you're not talking. You're now asking questions.
You see,
it's wondering whether
I'm just like, I'm lost in the process because I don't know what he believes now. He's contradicting himself. But what I'm saying is that if it's not working, it's not working.
Yes.
And
don't force
if you've seen the indicators that you cannot withstand all that you're seeing, don't wait.
All right.
Just find a possible soft landing atmosphere.
All right.
And let that relationship
end.
It was not meant to be. If it is not meant to be,
you are struggling with the wrong ring.
No, you are struggling with that. Yeah, sure.
Listen, if it is true that Sarah Cohen killed the husband, you should be like Cohen. Wait until she kills you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you will sleep.
And now Cohen is whatever he is. The lady is just here enjoying life.
It is death that is supposed to separate you, and that lady is not enjoying no life. She's not enjoying.
No, I think I won't let anyone kill me because of love.
You will not know.
No,
the problem is
the signs.
You will not know.
But having seen the signs, I will not wait.
Yes. You see,
I will not wait.
You see, Mike, if you want to prevent yourself from being killed,
I think you're the one who just told us that it's only fools who do what?
Don't learn from history.
Don't learn from history. So if I see the signs, I won't be a fool.
But let me ask you, our host.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a poor man being killed by the wife?
Well,
yeah, we've seen.
Yeah, very few cases.
Paul says that we die on daily basis.
Yeah.
So that's death.
Yeah. So
the death ya kunyimwa chakula.
ya kunyimwa chakula pia.
Yes.
Hiyo chakula chakula. Unaona sasa ndio maana nawaambia the best way ya kudeal na hizo heartbreaks.
Yeah.
It's not quitting the relationship, because what you're going to face the other side in Kikisi,
it's even worse.
But you see, not
tunasema you might run away from a lion, ukutane na
unaruka mkojo na
but then
unaruka kutoka moto moja kwingine. Unless
a relationship does not mean that some of us will go and start another relationship.
Yeah.
somewhere.
That's what
Yeah,
I
we
was.
just want
I
to
was
tell
saying.
I may quit and now.
Yeah. Now, guys, I want us to wind up.
Okay, 90 years.
Yes, you can.
You are 30.
You can decide to be a nun.
And let me tell you, and let me tell you, when you've been left,
deal now.
when you've been left, that is when you become a motivational speaker.
I'll be the best. Look at one of our very good motivational speakers.
Yeah.
Sorry to say,
Yeah.
Robert Bulare.
Yeah.
He's really doing amazing things. He's a pastor.
Okay.
He's doing. You see,
Yeah.
you can be the best out of the
you
world.
You harness all the pain and hurting.
But
And
there's,
help people with it.
there's something.
Yes, to the glory of God.
Amen.
I love
There's
that.
something. If he leaves,
Yeah.
or she leaves, usimfuate. Amekuwa heartbreak na akaona
If
bila
she was made for you, she'll come back.
yeah, amekuwa heartbreak akaona amekuumiza sana. So ameamua anataka kufanya nini? Kwenda.
Yeah.
Mwachilie aende. Let them go. But don't be the one to quit. Men don't quit.
Okay, we are not losers.
Yeah, we are not losers.
Let's move on. Let's move on. We want to wind up.
Hmm.
What are the signs that you are now ready to move on? You've cried all you wanted. You've had your space all you wanted. What are the signs that you are now ready to move on? Maybe to go back to the same relationship, or to start another relationship, or to just live your life without. What are the signs that now you
The
know?
signs, you see, forgiving yourself is
Yeah.
the first,
Sure.
and accepting that this thing,
Happened.
it has happened.
Yeah. And life has to go on.
Life has to go on.
All right.
That is the best sign so far,
Mm-hmm.
because now it will give you
Mm-hmm.
a humble time
Mm-hmm.
for you to heal.
Okay.
Now, in the process of healing, you will start making yourself ready
Yeah.
for another relationship if
Yeah.
you're willing.
Willing. Okay.
It also depends.
Yeah.
Some people are not willing. When it's done, okay,
Yeah.
they heal and now
Mhm.
they decide to
We just.
to stay.
Mhm.
But the forgiving yourself,
Mhm.
that is the best.
Okay. Forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself
Okay. If you don't forgive yourself, then
and
who
accept.
will? Who will?
And you accept.
Yes.
Yes.
These things happen.
It has happened.
Mhm.
Now from there,
Mhm.
now if you have accepted, then you are creating room
Yeah.
for any other
Mhm.
possibility
Okay.
and eventuality.
All right.
Now that's when you will now
Mhm.
start having some feelings. Naenda skirt yake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leo kuna mtu amekuwa akinisumbua. Can I give him a try?
Yeah.
All right.
Ama DMs. Now you can start
You make yourself available.
positive
Go back to the
conversation.
market.
How are you?
If ulikuwa umejiachilia, get back your lipstick. and-
Kama mimi nimeacha niende unaanza kujitrim vizuri, uvae
Yeah,
masuti.
Yeah.
Some people, this kind of the heartbreak
Yeah.
comes with a lot of stress,
Yeah.
mpaka wanajisahau
Unajiachilia,
hao
sure. You
wenyewe.
don't take care of yourself.
Ukiona mtu amejiachilia,
Mm.
hataki kufanya things he used to love, then
Yeah.
ni mtu ambaye hajaji
True.
he has not forgiven himself, he has not accepted.
Yeah.
But the moment you accept yourself, then you will realize that you'll be
There is a
more
life to
meaningful
Yeah.
to life than life being meaningful to
To
you.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very important. Briefly, what are you advising our viewers?
Me, actually, I subscribe to the philosophy of one teacher by the name Jesus.
Okay.
It's the one
And
that
a
I
prophet,
have,
and a prophet to others.
and a prophet to others.
Yeah.
Actually, I have only 3 teachers: Solomon, Jesus, and Paul.
I didn't hear you mention David.
No, David cannot teach me anything
Okay.
except maybe how to get
David and Solomon.
how to get more women probably. So now
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
he taught us this.
Yeah.
Love your enemy
Mm.
as you love yourself.
Okay.
An enemy
Mm.
is a one-time friend.
Yeah.
It's a friend whom at a particular point you were friends,
Yes.
and then out of differences and misunderstandings
Yeah.
you became enemies.
Enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't
So when
become
he
enemies
said
with
that
your enemy.
love your enemy
Mm.
as you love yourself,
So,
it means you have that capacity
Mhm.
to forget everything that person did to you,
mm.
and you become friends again.
Okay.
So you can only know you have healed
Yeah.
if you can meet her
Yeah.
or him,
Mm.
sit, take tea and chat and start praising God together,
Yes.
that's the moment you will know that you're healed.
Okay.
And
And
now you are ready to move on.
And David said, I will cry no more.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a sign that he had healed up.
And do you know the good thing about that?
Mm-hmm.
You can rekindle it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you will move on with that person.
Yeah.
Hamutaenda na mwingine tena.
So long as haja ku promise kukua.
But some people are rigid. You will go through the process, but now when it comes to moving back, no.
So at that particular moment, haujakuwa ready for you to move on.
Thank you. Thank you, my panelists. Thank you so much. This has been one of the most interactive discussions I've ever had. And of course, you know how you deal with your heartbreaks and how to overcome them. Let's hear your views on the comment box. We'll be glad to review your comments and to plug some of these comments and share with the viewers in the next discussions. Actually, we'll even have a session one day where we just review our fans' discussion and comments, and we also have some other segments to discuss the issues that have been brought by them. So I'm very much happy that you find time to discuss this issue with me. I'm sure that you have helped someone out there. And if there's anything controversial, of course, life doesn't have a formula, a definite formula. So what is working for him may not be working for me, may not be working for you. So you pick what you think is right for you and move on with it. Until another time, bye.
Bye.